Reuse! Hey everybody, it is Alex Eaves coming at you from the fabulous Reuse Box Truck Tiny House. So, I have these friends and they own this gas station, and interesting situation, they got sent a whole bunch of magnetic calendars for their store. The only problem was, it wasn't for their store. It was like the totally wrong store. So when they reached out to the gas company, they were just like, oh, you can just toss those. We'll send you new ones. The other store already has theirs. And knowing what I do, they reached out to me and said, hey, we have hundreds and hundreds of these magnets. You know, would you like them? You think you can reuse them in some way? Of course I could reuse magnets in some way. So what do I do with hundreds and hundreds of magnets? Well, I was looking at them. I was looking at their size, and I was like, this seems to be the same width as a baseball card is tall. And so I went to check, and sure enough, matching it up with my 81 Topps Dennis Eckersley, exactly the same. So then I got thinking, I could make some custom baseball card magnets. People like unique magnets for their fridge and for toolboxes in their house, things like that. So when I think about baseball cards, I think about the 80s and when they were just overproduced like crazy. And I think specifically to the epitome of mass production of baseball cards, and I think of 1987 Topps. That was the year that I started spending all of my money on baseball cards, buying them whenever I would see them, and I just had so many. And they're worth like 3 times less now than they were then. It's just so crazy and sad. But they're pretty awesome. I reuse them for all sorts of things. Business cards, tickets for screenings of my film, things like that. And there's like a seemingly endless supply of these. And I just happen to have a ton myself. So as far as making the magnets, it's a pretty straightforward process. I use a rotary cutter here. That's what I use for my fabric patches. Everything works really good. And then I just cut 2 baseball card size magnets out of the calendar. Here's the final step. I have some spray adhesive. Didn't pay anything for it. Rescued it from a landfill. It was going to be tossed out, but almost full. Crazy. So just take this. Got my trusty 87 Topps Eddie Murray. I know I'm about to deface it. So we take the baseball card like so. Just give it a light coating. And then like magic, stick the baseball card onto the magnet. Let it set in. Smush it down a little bit. Boom. Eddie Murray magnet. Ready for your fridge or other indoor metal thing. If you're interested in purchasing any of these magnets, there's a whole slew of them available in the Why Buy New Reuse eBay store. I'll put a link for that below. And if you're local in Massachusetts, you can head over to Mad Mama Vintage in Stoughton. She has a vintage toy refrigerator that is just covered in the magnets. There's football ones, baseball ones, basketball ones, hockey ones. So yeah, say hi to Pam for me. And hey, I am definitely not the only one out there reusing old worthless trading cards. You gotta check out Baseball Card Vandals and Third Dan Art on Instagram, a couple of my favorite card reusers. All right, everybody. Thanks for checking out the video. Have a good one. Stick old Dwayne Chinsis on there. Does anybody remember him? He had like the craziest hair, like mega mullet back in the day. Oh man, I hope he likes this one. This is when he was on the Spurs, but I most remember Dwayne Chinsis from the New Jersey Nets, one of my friend Seth's favorite players.
Whoa. We'll make ourselves